the men's free skate from Grand Prix Paris. It's Jeffrey Buttle with the lead. On the ice right now, Timothy Goebel, currently in 4th place. And this is his 2nd appearance this year in the Grand Prix Series. His last, he would like to forget. He came in 6th at Skate America. It was one of his worst performances we have seen.
Tim was once called the Quad King and the Olympic bronze medalist in Salt Lake City. He's been struggling with his jumps lately. Very good triple flip to open. Coming up next, a quad, which he has been very outspoken about saying are undervalued by the new judging system. Pop that into a double. Yeah, I think his shoulders were just a little bit too ahead of him. A little early with the toe. This next element worth more than a quad. Triple axle combination. Was supposed to be a triple double. He turns it into a single.
Goebel has won 2 silver medals at the World Championships, but his last coming in 2003. And really since then, he has not been the same skater. And like Michael Weiss, he says this is his last year where he's really going to compete in the Grand Prix events like this, although he will not give up skating entirely. He'd like to go back to school, become more of a quote-unquote normal person next year. And making that Olympic team won't be easy for the veterans. 3 spots available in St. Louis at the Nationals for the men. But other names like Johnny Weir, Evan Lysacek, part of the mix.
Well, it's crunch time. Coming up, a second triple axle attempt. A little bit off his heel there. He just doesn't seem to be getting over his right side in the air.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you have to rotate over the right leg and the right hip in order to stay on a clean landing. And if you get anywhere over the left side of your body, the center of gravity isn't holding you on that edge. Terry, you mentioned the veterans. I think it's very difficult to retrofit your skating to the new judging system because there's so many differences. And I think that the Americans are just about a year behind the rest of the world because we were late in coming to the party.
In terms of implementing the new system at the national championships,
and just in every way, I think we were trying to deny its existence and hope it would go away.
Do you agree with Goebel that more points should be given to the quads?
I do, actually. I do, because I think that the triple, if you look at the triple doubles, They are much more valuable than they should be versus a quad, which is, well, in my case, it was nearly impossible to do. And I could do a triple-double.
Timothy Goebel trying to turn it around. I'm not sure he did that, but we'll come back and check his marks here in Paris. But first, Peter Carruthers takes us to the center of Paris, literally.
Notre Dame de Paris, known to the French as Our Lady of Paris. It's a breathtaking cathedral to look at, and so much history has taken place inside. In fact, in 1804, Napoleon crowned himself as emperor. Notre Dame is truly in the center of the city. In fact, this spot is called Kilometer Zero. Now, all the distances going out of Paris and coming back to Paris are officially measured right here. When you stand on this spot, you know you're in the center of Paris.
Back inside the Palais on the Sport de Bercy. Just sounds good, doesn't it? Always does in Paris. Timothy Goebel shaking his head and upset over his performance and now his marks. Remember Buttles 75 plus for program components, only 62.90 for Goebel. 117.36 for the free skate. And 182.41 overall. So here in this Olympic year, Timothy Goebel still searching for the form that captured 2 world silver medals.